Buddha declares the nature of a Tathagata. Tathagatas, Sariputra, have acquired great skill in devices, knowledge, and insight, and the highest perfections. They are endowed with non-attachment, undefeated knowledge, and insight with the 10 powers of a Buddha, the 4 confidences, the special qualities, the faculties, the powers, the parts of enlightenment, the trances, the releases, the concentrations, the attainments, and the marvelous qualities. The Tathagatas are proclaimers of various qualities. They have acquired great wonders and marvels. Enough, Sariputra. Let so much be said. Tathagatas, Arhats, perfect Buddhas have acquired the highest marvels. It is only a Tathagata, Sariputra, who can teach the things of a Tathagata that a Tathagata knows. It is only a Tathagata who teaches all things. It is only a Tathagata who knows all things, both what they are, how they are, what they are like, what characteristics they have, and what is their real nature. What, how, what like, of what characteristics, and what their real nature is. A Tathagata sees these things directly, and they are not beyond his sight. Then the great disciples who were in the assembly, led by Ajnata Kaudinya, Arhats who had destroyed the corruptions, 1,200 who had won the mastery, with others who were following the disciples' career, monks, nuns, laymen and laywomen, and those who had set out on the private Buddha's career, they all thought, "What then is the cause? What is the reason that the Lord so excessively extols the skill and devices of Tathagatas by saying, 'Profound is this doctrine with which I have been enlightened,' and by saying, 'Hard it is to be understood by all disciples and private Buddhas'? Now, as only one release has been declared by the Lord, we also have acquired the Buddha qualities on having attained nirvana, and we do not understand the meaning of what the Lord has said." So then the Reverend Sariputra, seeing the doubt and perplexity of the 4 groups of hearers, and being aware of the deliberations in their minds, and also himself having some doubt about the doctrine, at that time said to the Lord, "What is the reason, Lord? What is the occasion that the Lord so excessively and repeatedly extols the skill and devices of Tathagatas, their knowledge and insight, their teaching of the doctrines, saying again and again, 'Profound is my doctrine,' and 'hard to understand is hidden speech'? I have never before heard such a discourse on the doctrine from the Lord, and these 4 groups of hearers have fallen into doubt and perplexity. It would be well if the Lord would explain that with reference to which the Tathagata repeatedly utters the praise of the hidden and profound doctrine of the Tathagata." Thereat the Lord said to the Reverend Sariputra, "Enough, Sariputra, of telling the meaning, and why. The world with its gods will be terrified if the meaning is explained." A second time the Reverend Sariputra entreated the Lord, "May the Lord tell, may the Sugata tell the meaning, and why. There are in this assembly many hundreds of beings, many thousands, many 100,000s, many hundreds of thousands of millions, who have seen former Buddhas, who are intelligent, and who will believe, admit, and accept what is said by the Lord." A third time Sariputra asks. So the Lord, seeing that the Reverend Sariputra has made this entreaty for the 3rd time, said to him, "Seeing that you now entreat the Tathagata even for the 3rd time, I will give some reply to your entreaty. Therefore, Sariputra, listen, reflect on it well and deeply. I will tell you." As soon as this was said by the Lord, then as many as 5,000 proud monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen rose from their seats, saluted the Lord's feet with their heads, and left the assembly, so that through their bad root of pride, though they had not acquired, yet imagining they had acquired, and though they had not attained, imagining that they had attained, and feeling that they had received a wound, they left the assembly. And the Lord, by his silence, consented. Then the Lord addressed the Reverend Sariputra. My assembly, Sariputra, is free from chaff. It is established in the essence of faith. Good, Sariputra, is the departure of those proud ones. Therefore, Sariputra, I will tell you the meaning.